Cocktails. I'm your host, Derek Shaw. We're here with me and Andrews, and we're making a drink called the Blood Tea.
And stuff's popping up.
So this drink,
Oh, sorry.
popping up. This drink's submitted by Jordan. I think this is
Jordan. Jordan did that.
I try to find people I hadn't seen submit drinks before. Unfortunately, when you have a name like Steven, it's like everybody. Steven, John,
But that's it's
Jordan.
filled with sour milk for a second.
Oh, yeah,
sour mix.
I can see that. Sour
Just
milk.
leave it on your
Just
counter
also
for a
sour
day
milk.
and then mix it.
You got me. So you got me this Hendrix bottle that's not even open. How is it
Oh,
possible?
is that not open?
No.
I'm good.
How do we have an unopened bottle of gin?
Just open it.
Here. Get that one.
It's not like it's gonna go bad.
No, I know, but I have like enough Hendrix gin.
Oh, I was gonna say something about my penis. That's what it was. I just can't remember what it was.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
what-
hilarious.
I was trying to think what I was trying to say before the episode. I don't remember what it was, but
Okay.
at least it's.
Well, he thinks about all the things about his penis. Here's what we're gonna make. This is called the blood tea. It's got a half ounce of vodka, half ounce of gin, half ounce of triple sec. So it's like a half a blood. It's like half a what?
I was pointing to the stuff as you called it out.
It's kind of like, it looks to me like they're going on the Long Island iced tea, but then they take a U-turn. Because then they followed up with aromatic bitters. They said Angostura or whatever, we're going to use Peychaud bitters. You can get these at awesomedrinks.com in both big and small.
You can get a lot of bitters at awesomedrinks.com, which is what kind of makes Awesome Drinks so awesome.
Speaking of which, there's a new bitter coming out.
A new bitter?
Yep, the guy who makes the Cthulhu Tiki mugs.
Oh, yeah? He's doing his own bitters?
Yep, and he's sending
That's
it to eval to me this week. So I should have it next week so I can test it before I carry it.
That's good.
But it'll be a 1 ounce bottle, so they'll be more affordable. I think it's going to be like $13.13 for the pricing.
13.
Yeah.
It's like Cthulhu Mythos
Horror,
type thing.
probably, yeah. So these are aromatics, if people were wondering. And aromatic bitters is like Angostura aromatics, Scrappy's aromatics. Most of them go by either aromatics or they come up with their own branding names like Peychaud. Usually it means imparts some sort of aroma to the drink, brings it together, ties the
Am I
room.
shaking and stirring? What am I doing?
I don't know. The rule of thumb is if it has sour mix, you're going to shake.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make you some sour mix right this very instant.
But I'm filling with sour mix.
Yeah. Yeah?
You're filling the glass with sour mix?
Filling with sour mix.
You don't think I'm
That's
going to have enough?
Weird. No. It's just weird to fill.
Yeah.
So it sounds like I'm not
You're
shaking.
gonna
I agree.
Okay, I see
Thank
what
you,
you're saying.
Jen. Okay.
I see what you're saying.
I'll shake this.
I
and
see
then-
exactly what you're saying.
Okay.
You could do either way. You could shake it, you could stir it.
It'll probably be better
Technically,
shaken, huh?
It won't make a difference on clarity. Jesus. It won't make a difference on clarity.
Those are better lemons, at least.
Yeah, I know. I
Learned your lesson.
No, we just went through all the big ass ones. The problem is there's two different types of lemons, the big ones and the small ones.
And they both shoot.
They do, but the other ones were
Right on. Some of them shoot right on cue too. Go figure.
That's how I roll.
On cue.
I do everything on cue. So my sour mix is kind of a by eye thing because I've been doing it for a while, but typically it's
Basically
going to
half and half, right?
be yeah. So you're going to do a lemon, a lime, and 2 ounces of sour mix, and then you're going to dry shake it because you don't need to add ice because we're going right there.
Right.
So I'm just going to shake it in
And
this
we're
little guy.
Are we going to approximate a top width?
Well, you could stir that or shake it or whatever. We'll literally top it.
Okay, I'll stir it.
You're gonna stir? There's a spoon right there.
Look what I'm doing right here. It's an ice stir.
This is cold for some reason. Huh?
With the lemons cold? Was that a simple syrup in the fridge?
Yeah, it was.
There you go.
Problem solved.
Basic deduction.
Well, ain't that a little bit strange?
Try to keep it away from the mic.
Why is it? When do we? Oh, it's the bitters.
Yeah.
Like, why's it got a pink tint to it?
Yeah, it's tinted.
It's the Peychaud. Typically, Peychaud go into a, ironically, an aromatic bitter would typically go into a bourbon or a dark spirit. In this case, they're going into the light spirits, which is different.
I should use julep strainer.
Which is here. I had a feeling we were going to need it.
Right?
I brought it
julep
over.
strainer, right?
Yeah,
For
yeah.
this? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm on my shit.
I love how you know your shit, yet you've stirred the ice by using the ice.
I don't want to wash the spoon.
Okay. I wish I could understand your logic.
No, it's not there.
Now we're going to fill this and we're going to drizzle Grenadine on top. That's the blood part. Right?
Raining.
It's supposed to. I think, yeah.
And now, for the
Well, then they
love.
were right.
That happens half the time.
Yeah.
There.
That's bloody.
Yep. Blood tea.
It's almost like a Halloween drink.
Oh, you know what I'm gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna clean the top of this before I put the top on.
You're so fucking smart.
I know.
Do you want some water from the
Nope.
Boston?
Nope, I don't need any Boston Shaker water. Sounds like some
All right.
dirty water. All right.
Oh,
Done.
is that a Boston singing reference? I love that dirty water.
Yeah.
Boston Shaker, dirty water. Yeah. All right. One tea.
That's a cool swan shaker, right?
It is. It's a cool swan shaker.
What is that?
It is one of the coolest ones. I don't remember when this one came out. They've changed them a couple times. There's been white ones. I think it's the newest one they
They keep
have.
sending us them.
That's actually not bad.
I figured this wasn't going to be a bad one. Because I like sour mix and alcohol.
Yeah, me too.
That comes down to.
Go figure.
I'm a big fan of lemonade.
It's
really.
Long Islandy.
Whoa.
And it's in your face with the
Yeah.
sour mix, yeah.
No, I'm thinking it's in your face with the freaking gin.
I don't think the gin's that bad. The sour mix is there.
There's gin in there. I taste it.
Not for long.
Well, if you keep drinking it, you're gonna taste it. That's for sure. It's got the little bit of sweetness to it.
It's a good.
a weird
It's
look.
sweet. Yeah, it's because the ice was rubbing up against it while it was dripped down.
That's freaky.
It was kind of neat. Yeah, I watched it. So I saw it happen. I was there, folks.
He's so proud.
I am.
It's a cool looking drink. It looks like a.
It's sweet and citrus. I'm trying to think what this tastes like.
There's a weird back end taste. Maybe it's just the
patient.
bitters. Yeah, it could be the bitter and the citrus or something.
Yeah, the sour is.
You know what? Here's what I'm going to say. And I don't know if Jordan invented this recipe or what. But in this specific recipe, what I would have suggested is to use a bitter that's not aromatic and to use a citrus-based bitter, a grapefruit-based bitter, a chamomile, or something with floral herbs because you've got the gin. So you're already playing the herb party. Herb party!
Woot, woot.
Whoop, whoop. Oh yeah, that's it. Everyone's like, dude,
party.
you're such a nerd. This is herb party to you, and we're like, whoa. Thank you for recovering before somebody's like,
I got you.
You're such a dork,
Hey, at least
an idiot. I got that one this week.
Recover-
You're an idiot.
Well, you probably get that all the time. 'cause
No, I don't get it.
The internet's full of people who like to call people idiots.
I don't get it that often.
Oh, I get it every day at work. No, actually, I give it every day at work.
Yeah, well, I mean, we get.
Yeah, I get it.
I get some people who just call me like bad names.
Yeah.
Idiot to me is like it's just lazy.
Yeah.
They don't work hard at it.
Yeah, come up with something creative. If you're okay, here's a question.
I know I'm an idiot.
Here's a question of the day. What's the most creative name you can call somebody?
Right.
Yeah, and in a given
And I'll-
situation. So call out the situation that you're calling them a name for, and then the name that you
Like
use.
douche
for it.
nozzle. Now,
Yeah, a douche nozzle for a bad car washer.
right now.
Yeah.
If you post that comment, it may take a while for me to approve it because more than likely it's going to go into my
You
filter.
should preface that with question of the day. If someone's doing this, I would call them a blank.
Right. And
If
then
someone's
I'll
doing
go-
blank, I would call them a blank.
And I'll go through the reviews,
That'll be
the
easy.
comments to the review tab that I have for spam. What do they call it? I think it goes into a special area where I have to approve the comments because if anybody, even people who leave real comments are like, hey, you can find this alcohol on this site, they get spammed. If anybody uses like any of the dirty words, it just makes it easier for me so I don't have to go home and moderate them.
Yeah.
If somebody calls me like a cunt bucket or something, I don't have to delete. I'll go in later and hit the
Bucket.
You want a
delete.
question of the day?
Yeah.
Favorite
That-
type of music you listen to
you
when
saw
you're
mine was-
having a few drinks?
Mine was no good.
We always do a couple.
Okay.
And second question of the day. Questions of the day. Is
Tom
what
Waits?
music do you listen to?
Or the shins.
When
You
you're
know
having
what's
a few
funny?
drinks.
Depends what I'm drinking.
When I was in college, or probably maybe even before, it was a lot of Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
Um,
yeah, a lot of Pink Floyd in college.
Which is funny because when I was a kid,
Well,
you
it was a
know,
lot of DMB in college.
yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I still listen to that. I like turning on every now and then.
Only his first like
Yeah,
two
only
albums.
the
Yeah.
good ones.
Under
yeah.
the Table and Dreaming and Crash.
Crash, right?
Yeah.
But when I was a kid, and everybody probably can relate to this, is there's some like smell, sense, or something that triggers some sort of memory, right?
Yes.
A memory recall. So I thought as a kid that happened a lot, like because you're a kid and crazy things happen to you and you remember this stuff. But now, like the other day, I had like a beer, like a wheat beer. I don't drink, right? And I was outside 3 Saturdays ago, and I'm like, you know what? I'm drinking a beer and playing cornhole or whatever we're playing. I think that's what we're playing.
Nice, good
right?
time. Good
and
time.
That was like I was rebelling.
They go together very well.
Right.
Cornhole, yeah.
I had this beer and I'm like, it reminded me of college summers, like just drinking because we excessively would drink on the summers.
That's what you do in college.
Right. So, but like I thought memory recall kind of was more of a childhood thing, but apparently it continues going. I figure at this
Your
point I'm
brain's still
mature
working.
enough that I wouldn't need
You're
to
too
do
mature
that.
to remember things
Yeah.
with your snout.
Yeah.
No, it's all boring now because you're too mature. So there
it's
was
like, there's
nothing to
nothing
go back
Everything was
to.
new and exciting when you were a kid. Now it's
Right.
like there's nothing.
And but I still get memory
Groundbreaking.
recall. And like these hardwood walls, like they always remember that was like my father's basement.
Yeah.
And always recalls
I remember that too,
Legend
yeah.
of Zelda and stuff like that because
I
that
remember
was
your
what I would
father's
do.
basement being very dark, and I
Yeah.
thought that was great. I understood why you could sleep so late.
Ah, yes,
You had no windows.
right. There's no windows. You would sleep.
There is
full.
no
I remember
daylight.
going over and we coded until like 4 in the morning.
And then you sleep until 4 in the
You sleep
afternoon.
till 4 in the afternoon, and you have no idea. You wake up, you think it's 8 in the morning.
Right. Because you just don't know. That's the beauty. Third question. How late do you sleep? I love to sleep late if given the option.
I do
Some
too.
people are morning
I
people.
tend to get up at 8 on the weekends, though.
Really?
Yeah,
I set my
when I
alarm
get up.
sometimes.
I'll get up at 8 and do nothing for hours.
Who cares? It's a weekend. But I don't even do that. I get up at 10:30, 11. All right. And I come downstairs and she's packing Boston drinks packages. So when you guys
you better
Us
work.
Yeah.
on the weekends, when
Some
you
of us
order
have
your
a job.
your stuff, she's packing it before I'm even
right.
awake.
Yeah.
So
Someone's gotta pack the
driver.
shit.
to prove that, go order yourself some what are these fabulous footed highballs and mixing glasses,
That's cool.
which we
I
didn't
always
use
like
this
that.
episode because
No. I ice mixed.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think those are awesome.
Yeah, it's me.
he ice mixed.
Yeah.
But if you don't want to ice mix, you could use that with one of
And
these.
it's probably not as expensive as going to a laboratory wares store and buying it like from a clinical lab supply house.
Anything with the word clinical in it is going to cost you money.
Yeah, double.
Oh, yeah.
If it's clinical, it's got to be certified by the FDA.
And wait, let me do my used car salesman. And everything on Awesome Drinks is cheap, cheap, cheap.
cheap, cheap, cheap.
That's right, right, too.
Cheap,
But
cheap. No.
these are cheaper than they used to be when they first launched.
Everything
I paid
on Awesome Drinks is great,
47.
great, great.
I paid-
awesome, awesome, awesome.
These were like $47 when I first published them. Now I think they're in the 20s. I keep
awesome.
I keep finding closer and closer to the real person who makes the product.
And he passes the savings on to you.
I do. Actually.
That was used
That's
for
how you make sales.
Yeah.
I pass them.
Anyway.
EverydayDrinkers.com. We're teaching you how to drink.
Thanks for facilitating, Jen.